Tim, what are you working on there?
I'm working on the siding, taking these old fence panels, tearing them apart, denailing them. We're going to mill them down to make our siding to where it looks like that.
And how much skill level does it require?
A lot of skill level.
A lot of skill?
If I didn't have skill, I'd be all over my thumbs.
So, basically we have 40 panels to build the new house. Okay, we're about 3/4 of the way through denailing the boards after 2 days. Got to make sure every little nail's out of everything. And we will start milling tomorrow. Just about all the pallets are in, denailed. We get the planer set up. Tim's taking a break. We're taking these boards and we're culling them out. There's thick ones, there's thin ones. And then there's these guys here that are too thin, too damaged, too split. So we cull them out, and those are backer boards. We'll use them to just space between studs and whatnot to stiffen up anywhere we need to. You'll see where we use them later on. All right, once we get them planed on one side, now we come over here to the table saw. You see these guys have all been hit on one side. And you know that's not just absolutely perfect. The sandpaper will finish it. Some of them come out a little nicer than the others. We set up the saw to where it just skims on the shortest one, on the narrowest board. So we made it through the pile. Now we flip each one of them around and cut the other edge. Cut one board at a time. I know it's time consuming, but you want it accurate. You want a consistent spacing in your siding. As you're going through your boards, you'll find one every now and then it's warped like this one is. Can you see down those lines? See, it doesn't want to come together. Been trimmed on all sides. Look how nice those book together right there. This guy goes in the coal pile. We'll use it for a nailer. So I shot this in real time because I wanted you to see how quickly these boards actually sand down. The green tape that you see on the cord is just to stop rub rash against the edge of the bench on my cord. And I'm going to show you here in just a second how the edges of this wood just tear up these sanders and the sandpaper quickly. So I use a cheap palm sander instead of my good finish sander. Now what we're doing right here is just cleaning up one edge on each of the boards so I have a good place to start from. And you'll notice they're different lengths because if there's a real ugly end on one of the boards, I'll go ahead and cut it out now. And then I'll mark it with studs and cut the other spot as I install them. Well, it's been a tough week so far. We've had to fight all these crazy weather changes from 55 degrees to 85 degrees. Whew, just terrible, terrible. We had to fight the sun, so we put up this tarp. We had a rig storm blowing yesterday, nearly blew that all down. And I guess the biggest thing is we had to fight 2 great big yellow jacket nests. Okay, so it's actually been a pretty good week. So we got a lot done. The reason we put up that tarp, and you'll want to know this, because when we start pulling apart those old fence boards, they've got a beautiful gray patina on them that protects them from moisture and the direct sunlight from warping them any further. But once you've planed them and you sand them down, well, now they can start warping again. So you want to keep them out of direct sunlight if you can help it, but keep them stacked tight. That's the main thing. Keep them stacked tight and away from any moisture. Okay, well, hope that helps for the day. Hey, look at there. Our hardware for our elevator beds, or our counterbalance elevator beds, are in. So that's pretty cool. You'll want to check that out in the future. It's coming up not too far from now.